Hi everyone, it's always me, Giulia Spissu, and I'm here to introduce the last interview for the group show Surroundings at Satellite Florence. Today I'm in company of the youngest artist of the group, born in 1997 in Cape Town, South Africa, and recently graduated at Michele School of Art in Cape Town, South Africa, majoring in printmaking. Last but not least, Shakil Solanki. Hi, Shakil. Thank you for being
Hi,
here.
thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. So, your art, Shakil, explores an intimate space where distinct
Mm.
and contrasting dynamics come up as desire, violence, tenderness, lash, and romance. In a dialogue that follows autobiographical paths, your works take inspiration from classical Eastern art, but also your own experiences as a queer young man. How does your creative process develop through your own memories and experiences?
I guess most of the work that I make, it's no matter how it sort of comes across visually, it's always quite rooted in my own sort of experiences and emotions, and I mean that always ends up kind of translating. In different ways when I'm putting it into a painting. I guess I've kind of pinpointed a few ways of doing that now, kind of just working kind of more intricately versus more, I guess, more painterly ways, things like that. But yeah, I guess all of the work is very much based off my own emotions, own experiences.
Okay.
And I guess I find it just sort of easiest to kind of make the work self-referential,
Mhm.
and
Okay.
then if other people can kind of relate to
Yeah,
them
sure.
afterwards, then I mean that's incredible.
Mhm. Okay, thank you. And as a second question, I wanted to ask you, since a consistent body of work of yours is characterized by the color blue,
Hmm.
expressed in soft or more resolute and strong tones, as you said, or graphic lines and intense brushstrokes,
Mm.
what does the color mean to you, and how does it make you feel?
So I guess I've always been drawn to the color, but I suppose it kind of works in a similar way to what I sort of, I guess, no, I mean, it has the kind of dualities which I like to sort of explore in my work. Kind of it's a very melancholic color, which I mean, I think most people find, but it's also very seductive and it's very rich, it's very beautiful. And I guess kind of what what sort of come what sort of, I guess, progress is kind of drawing these, I guess, lines of blue being kind of, I guess, most evocative of desire, I think.
Okay.
Working with this concept of the garden,
Mhm.
and I guess sort of how I kind of try to visually stage the garden is always sort of in the nighttime,
Mhm. Okay.
and I guess with that, I guess like time period is, it's, I feel like blue is the color which most comes to mind. But I mean, there's a lot
Mhm.
um with the color blue. I guess that's kind of like tip of the iceberg. But
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's always just been what what I enjoy working with,
Mhm.
and I mean, I find it very evocative,
Mhm.
and just, yeah, kind of just the range that it has of
Mhm.
going from
Mhm. Yeah.
very romantic to very kind
Mhm.
of intense is, I think,
Mhm.
quite fantastic.
Yeah. And blue, it's the color also of your work displayed in surroundings.
Yes.
titled Fall of Ophelia. Tell us about it. Tell us the story, the process behind it.
So Fall of Ophelia 3, which is what I'm exhibiting in Florence at the moment, is actually kind of, I've had this, I guess, obsession with John Everett Millet's painting Ophelia, which depicts Ophelia from Hamlet in this, I guess, river, and she's covered with flowers. It's very, very beautiful, but also, I mean, it's very dark. I mean, she's dead. But I think I've always just been really, really entranced by this scene, and I guess the juxtaposition of kind of this something very, very dark being portrayed in a really beautiful way, and you've got this dark romance going on there, and I started when I first kind of started working with Ophelia. I was in my third year at art school, and I kind of did a similar sort of monotype, which I called Fall of Ophelia, and I guess I'm still very much drawn to the work and still very much fascinated by it. So I think it's kind of been a matter of remaking this work sort of however many times a year.
Okay, thank you. It was such a pleasure having this quick chat with you, and thank you so much. I wanted to thank also, since it's the last interview, I wanted to thank also Suburbia Contemporary, who has the space, the project space at Satellite Florence, and La Portineria to have collaborated with Suburbia. And thank you everyone to have listened to our stimulating interviews. Thank you so much again, Shakil. Sorry. It was a pleasure talking with you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye. Bye.
Bye.